Okay, guys, so we're back again learning about final stable syllable. So we're going to first read a passage. We're going to search for words that have final stable syllable, and then we're going to go on and do a couple other things to practice and grow our brains. The reason that we're learning about final stable syllable is so that we can code words that are multisyllabic and to give us the tools to be good readers when we do not know a word. So as I read the passage, I want you to look and see if you see any that have that final stable syllable pattern. Remember, that pattern only comes up in multisyllabic words. It's only going to be at the end of multisyllabic words because it's the final syllable, so that means the last syllable. And it's going to have a consonant and then our L-E, E-L, or A-L. Okay, so listen as I read. Turtles. Think of a time you were walking along a pond or a grassy area. You probably saw a few turtles and didn't know it. Turtles are reptiles with a hard shell. They move very slowly and never run anywhere. You might find them in a pond or even a large puddle. Turtles can also be found in grassy areas with shady trees. So next time you go for a walk, look out for turtles. Okay, so some words I see in there that have final stable syllable are turtles. I saw that word a lot. And yes, it does have an S on the end, but it still has our pattern. Just because the word has been made plural by adding a suffix does not change the fact that the final stable syllable is there. So I see turtles, I see reptiles, I see puddle. Maybe you saw one that I didn't see, but those are the big three that I see. Next page. Looks like it's about to change. Hang on. All right, we're going to answer some questions about the passage. So what is the author's purpose? Well, that's to tell us about turtles. Where can we find turtles? Puddles and ponds. Why do you think the author tells us to look out for turtles? Because they're awesome animals. Moving on, we're going to decode some words with our focus skill. So listen as I read, and then we will go back and put in our big L's to separate the final stable syllables. Okay, so we've got twinkle, handle, kernel, pedal, and fable. When I'm looking at these words, I know they all have 2 syllables. Let's count the syllables. Ready? Twinkle, 2. Handle, 2. Kernel, 2. Pedal, 2. Fable, 2. Now, can I have final stable syllable in words that have more than 2 syllables? Yes, of course I can, but all these examples just have 2 syllables. So let's go ahead and mark those LEs, and let's think about where our syllable breaks. So, in the word twinkle, our syllable is going to break in between which 2 letters? In between the N and the K. Twinkle. All right, right there. And so I can look at that K and I can look at my LE, and I know that's final stable syllable. So I'll bring my big L over and mark it. Next up, I've got the word handle. Handle. So I'd mark that in between the N and the D. Handle, the 2 syllables. I see my consonant, my D, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab my L to mark off my LE in that final stable syllable. Remember that LE is going to make the L sound in this case. Here's kernel. Kernel. So I need to go ahead and mark kernel. Kernel. So in between that R and that N is where my syllable breaks. My final syllable, I'm going to look at it. I see a consonant EL. EL is also making that L sound. So this is final stable syllable in the word kernel. Now we're going to check out the word pedal. Pedal. There's 2 syllables in pedal. Where do you hear the first break? You hear it right here. Pedal. In between the E and the D, we've got a consonant with our D, and then we have AL. AL is making the L sound. So we've got final stable syllable right there. Last one is fable. fable. So I hear that syllable break in between the A and the B. Got my consonant is the B. And then LE is final stable syllable, making that L sound. Okay, so thank you very much for learning with me and for looking at final stable syllable. Remember, it can be made 3 ways, L, E, E, L, and A, L. Remember, it's going to be in the last syllable of a multisyllabic word, and we're going to have a consonant right before it. It's going to make that L sound for us. So that's our quick review about final stable syllable, and I will see you guys next time.